Hey guys, welcome to Pawpaw Storytime. It's Sunday. It's about 4:30. It's a little earlier than normal, but I want to get this done before I go out to see the movie because I'm going to see Fantastic Four tonight. Wearing my blue shirt and everything. Let me see. I guess we should start with the drawing. Well, it's not a drawing. We're going to roll the dice for the fourth spot over there. It's actually slot A in row 1, and it's a multiple read section. If you guys remember that, all of those stories have to be read in pieces. So, first thing we're going to do is roll. And we've got 1, 3, and a 5. 1, 3, and 5. That's 9. And we're going to be in row 1. And that's slot A because we're working our way this way, remember? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a Batman 5-minute stories. I don't know. I don't remember that one being put in there. One of the grandkids might have snuck that in when I wasn't paying attention. That's okay. It's for you guys anyways, right? So, Batman 5-minute stories. We'll just read. So it may not take two days. When it's a multiple read book, it might just be one story, and then we can put it back in the slot. Just means that we're going to read it more than once. So some of the multiple story reads are going to be, this has like 3 stories in it, but we'll read one and we'll stick it back on that shelf. Some of the stories are like the Curious George ones are so long that we have to read it in 2 parts. We'd have to read that one day after the other, or one Sunday after the other. So I'll write that in a little bit, and that's it. We get to get started here. He's back up. Hi, Daniel. Everybody, hi. Okay. And now we're going to open with, we did have grandkids over the weekend. It was the weekend for Oliver and Nick, and then Skylar brought up Sabea and Jace. They spent the night on Saturday, so I had all 4 of them here. And we went swimming. We had a pretty good time on Saturday. Everybody went to sleep pretty early, though. And, yep, that's it. So, feeling great. How to add more goodness to your gladness. It's written by Kobe Yamada. This page says, we all need to encourage each other's growth. Never underestimate the power of a kind word. There's always a way to give it. Say it, do it with heart. And our little bear friend from the book is on all the pages. And that bookmark in there. And the book that we rolled for last time from slot B in row 1 was One Tiny Turtle by Nicola Davies. And we're just going to jump right in here. One Tiny Turtle. Oh, it says about turtles. Sea turtles are related to tortoises and terrapins. They are all reptiles. Sea turtles are great wanderers, traveling thousands of miles each year, often far from land. This makes them difficult to study. So scientists are only just beginning to find out about their mysterious lives. There are 7 species of sea turtles. This book is about the loggerhead turtle. Loggerheads live in seas all over the world. Okay. It says, far, far out to sea, land is only a memory, an empty sky touches the water. Just beneath the surface is a tangle of weed and driftwood where tiny creatures cling. This is the nursery of a sea turtle. Just a bunch of ocean. Passing in a boat, you might not notice turtle. Not much bigger than a bottle top, she hides in the green shadows. She's a baby, so her shell is soft as old leather. Just a little fish bite could rip it open. But the turtle is safe in her world of weed and snaps her beak on tiny crabs and shrimp. Turtles have shells that cover their backs and shells that cover their stomachs. The shells are made from bony plates that get bigger and harder as the turtle grows. The turtle swims around, flapping her long front flippers like wings. She is flying underwater. She pokes her pinprick nostrils through the silver surface to take a quick breath, so fast, blink and you'll miss it. Then she's gone, diving down into her secret life again. Fish breathe underwater, but turtles are reptiles and need to come up to the surface for air. They do this every 4 to 5 minutes when they are active. When they are asleep, they can stay underwater for hours. The 3 or 4 years, maybe more, the turtles ride out the storms and floats through the hot calms. Steadily she outgrows her nursery. Nobody sees her leave, but when you look for her, she has vanished all the same. A year or 2 later, she turns up close to land. Bigger than a dinner plate now. She's not a fish snack anymore. Her shell is hard as armor. Her head is tough as a helmet. She's grown into her name, Loggerhead. She has come to eat crabs, and millions swim up from deep water to breed in the shallows. Their shells crack as easily as hen's eggs in her heavy jaws. But in a week the feast is over, and Loggerhead disappears again. Loggerhead wanders far and wide in search of food. In summer to cool seaweed jungles where she finds juicy clams and shoals of shrimp. And in winter to turquoise lagoons, warm as a bath, where she can munch among corals. Loggerhead may travel thousands of miles, but she leaves no trace or track for you to follow. Only good luck will catch you a glimpse of her. For 30 years you might not even find her. Then one summer night she arrives on the beach where she was born. She's found her way here, sensing north and south like a compass needle, feeling the current and the warmth of the waves. She remembers the taste of the water here and the sound of the surf. Male turtles wait just off the nesting beaches. They mate with the females. Then the females come ashore to lay eggs. Loggerhead has grown in her wandering years. She's big as a barrel now. Floating in the sea she weighs nothing, but on land she's heavier than a man. So every flipper step is a struggle, and her eyes stream with salty tears, which helps keep them free of sand. Coming ashore is very risky for sea turtles. They can easily overheat and die, so they only nest at night or in cool weather. Then they get back to the sea as soon as possible. Loggerhead makes her nest where the sea won't reach, scooping carefully with her hind flippers. She makes a steep, deep hole. Inside, she lays her eggs, like 100 squidgy ping pong balls. Afterwards, she covers them with sand to hide her nest from hungry mouths. The loggerhead is gone again, back to her secret life. Left behind under the sand, her egg stays deep and safe. Baby turtles grow inside. Females stay close to their nesting beach for several months. In that time, they usually make at least 4 nests, and sometimes as many as 10. And before the summer's over, they wriggle from their shells. Turtle eggs in warm sand can be ready to hatch in 6 weeks. If the sand is cool, they can take 3 weeks longer. Above them on the beach, 100 eyes watch on the lookout for a meal, so the hatchlings wait until night. They must burst through the sand and skitter towards the sea. The horizon where the sea meets the sky tells baby turtles which way to turn to get to the water. But street lights and buildings next to the beach can confuse them and make them go the wrong way. In the dark, claws and beaks and grabbing paws miss only one young turtle. One day she'll remember this beach and come back. But now she dives under the waves and swims and swims, out into the arms of the ocean. Far, far out to sea, land becomes a memory waiting to wake in the head of the little turtle. The end. One little picture of the little guy. And I wonder, all of us have seen Moana. The first Moana, when baby Moana goes out and she sees the little turtle trying to get to the ocean, and she helps protect it by holding that palm tree leaf over it. I wonder if that's a loggerhead turtle. I'm going to watch that and see if I can tell. If not, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to see. I'm going to set that book over here, and we're going to close with "Let's Make the Most of This Beautiful Day." Words to Live By from Mr. Rogers. We're on this other page. Take the bookmark down. The really important, great things are never center stage of life's dramas. They're always in the wings. That's why it's so essential for us to be mindful of the humble and the deep rather than the flashy and the superficial. Superficial means fake. And we're going to put this on the next page. Bookmark there. That'll go back into the rotation too. And then I think that's about it, guys. We're going to do the weekend song real quick, right? I'll be back when the week is new, and I'll bring more stories for you. And you'll have things you want to do, and I will too. I'll think of you when I'm not here, 'cause thinking of people makes them seem near. The friends who know you love you cheerfully, and I do too. And our card, and I did write an answer on this one, although I don't know if I remember what I wrote. Which school subject do you think is the most important for your life? Which school subject do you think is the most important for your life? And I wrote, at first I said math, but then after a bit of thought, I think maybe it's reading, comprehension, math, and writing. Math and writing are probably tied for third place, but I think that reading and comprehension, you're not going to be able to understand what you're learning, maybe. I use math all the time, but I read and write constantly, so I don't know. Math is pretty important in my career field for sure. What about you? What do you think, what subjects, especially out of the ones you go to school for, or if you're watching this when you're older, what's the most important subject in your career and in your school? Like for your everyday life that you're learning in school right now. I'm going to put this back over here. It's going to get mixed up. I guess that's it, guys. Got to see some of you guys this weekend. Was pretty good. We got a lot of stuff coming up this month. We should be able to see everybody in August. Some of you guys will see once or twice. There's some of you we might get to see more than that. Guess that's it. Just remember, I love you guys for being exactly who you're supposed to be, and you're the only one that gets to decide that. And our minds, just like our books, they work better when they're open. Our minds work better when they're open. I love you guys. I'll see you next week.